Te Yati Sarokari. So Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you for joining today. We will focus on 3.2. So we here in yesterday we were reading Shlok 3.1. Today is 3.2. This chapter is called Karma Yoga. It is very important to understand the different types of yoga. Yoga means by the way through which we can attain the divine. There is the three are Bhakti Yoga, right, where we consider Bhakti as the topmost. Karma Yoga, that is through our karma. Jnana Yoga, right, through intelligence, through the buddhi. So all of these kinds, it is described in detail in the Bhagavad Gita. And today in 3.2, Arjuna is asking, he's saying, Krishna, yesterday, as you can remember, he was saying that in 3.1, that Krishna, you want me to engage in this war. What good will come from this? If you're saying that intelligence is better than fruitive work, if you're saying that if I am smart, let me use my intelligence that is better than doing work for fruitive, for some result, like karma kand. Right? All of the Vedas are describing the karma kand. It is describing that if you do this fast, if you give in charity, if you do this good deed, if you do that, you will get this in return. It is like a transaction when we go to a store, right? We pay money and we get something. Even today, the doctors will not see us until we do not pay money. Recently, I had a coworker telling me that their brother or sister lost insurance, the health insurance. It became inactive, so they had gone to the doctor's office. And the doctor said, "Oh, your insurance is expired." They said, "Yeah, we know. We are ready to pay cash. So you just tell us how much it will be. We will pay the cash and you see us." And the people said, "No, we will not accept you if you don't have any insurance. Because let's say if you have to do more tests or if there's any other things that come up and you don't do it because of money, then we will be at fault." So today, even a doctor forget money. They were ready to pay the money and they were not accepting. And the doctors take the oath that we will serve the patients. They are here. But today, everything has become a transaction. It is a business transaction. Whether you see a doctor, it is said that 40% of the surgeries are not required at all. Right? So just imagine how much trust we are losing in the society today. Today, the biggest deficit in society is the trust. Everywhere, wherever they see some benefit, some profit, some gain, some money gain, right? People will do whatever it takes. So Arjuna, this is what he was saying yesterday. I mean, not yesterday, but he said in the Bhagavad Gita. But this is what we were discussing yesterday. But Krishna, why should I engage in this? Because if I'm going to fight, they will die. I will get this benefit. I will get the kingdom. I don't want it. I am being more intelligent by not doing this. So that's what he's saying. And then in text 2, he is saying that he's continuing, Arjuna, that my intelligence is bewildered by your equivocal instructions. My He's saying that you are telling me all these great things that Krishna said in the chapter 2 about the soul, about what is our constitutional position. But, right, my intelligence is bewildered because when we are too much tensed, or we don't want to do something, or we don't have the courage to do something, our mind will not understand what is going on. Even if somebody is telling us some information for our own good, we will not understand because at that time our mind is not in the right state. So Krishna is Arjuna is saying you're equivocal. It means you are giving me instructions that is equal for everyone and it is the topmost for me. But my intelligence is bewildered. I'm not able to decide what is good for me. So he's asking Krishna, therefore, please tell me decisively that you tell me this path, I will do it. Just tell me which will be the most beneficial for me. And this situation of Arjuna, right, where my intelligence is bewildered, is all of our situation today. Today we have so much information out there that you go online, you can end up researching one small little thing for hours. Even to buy a small brush to clean a bottle. Right? It's a very simple example. We needed a bottle brush to clean the kid's water bottle. And what does that bottle need to be? Just needs a long handle and needs a brush at the bottom. But you go on Amazon, there are thousands of such products. And then we start looking at the reviews. And then we say, okay, this has these negative reviews. Let's go to other one. Let's go to other one. Like that 30 minutes just passes and you're looking for one brush that you're going to use maybe once a week to clean a regular bottle. We spend so much time researching which is the best brush. Then if we have to buy a car, we start researching which is the best car out there, which will give me the most value for my money. What are all the reviews saying? What are the safety features? Do they have airbags? Do they have 360 cameras? We know about all of these technologies and we end up researching for days and months, right? And it is called brain rot because there's so much information out there. Then we start reading on everything, then slowly we even forget what we read. Then again in the next week we will see, oh, now these are the top three cars. Again, we research those top three. We read more information. People make Excel documents. They make so many comparison sheets for everything these days, right? That why this is better, why that is better. For small little things, even for which speaker should I buy, which TV should I buy. If we do all of this, then we get information overload and then our brain starts rotting. And we are wasting our precious human life trying to save $5 here, $10 here, or trying to get the best deal, or trying to get the best value for the money. We do not think about the amount of time that goes into researching for that one thing that we are going to buy. And God forbid we start researching something at 9:30 or 10 at night when it's our sleep time. We will stay on 2, 3 hours at night just researching these random things, and then next thing you know, it's 1 o'clock. You will think, oh my God, where did all this time go? Next morning, I need to wake up early. How is this going to happen? And then again, we wake up late. Again, we don't have time to do our chanting in the morning. Right? Again, we don't have time to offer seva, to do our seva services because we have to rush to the office. If we are late to the office, we will hear things. And then again, that day we make a promise that I will go to sleep early tonight. I will not spend time on this research or whatever it is that I was doing or watching reels or just scrolling on the videos. We make a promise that I will go to sleep early today. And then same thing happens. We don't finish our chanting on time, so then we stay up to finish our chanting. Again, then it becomes late. Again, next morning we cannot wake up early. So it becomes a vicious cycle that we get stuck in which we're not able to fully enjoy the material world. We're not fully able to enjoy our spiritual journey. So let us make a decision today. Even Arjuna over here, he has surrendered to Krishna. He is saying that my intelligence is bewildered. And today in the Kali Yuga, all of our intelligences are the same thing. We are all in the same boat. We know what is good for us. but everything is attracting us in there in the opposite direction. Just like Arjuna over here has surrendered to Krishna and asking Krishna, please tell me decisively. We also should surrender to our spiritual master, to our Guru Maharaj, and ask for their instructions. What is your instruction, hey Guru Maharaj, for me on how can I make the most out of this human life? How can I get the best value for this human life, this precious, precious human life? What should I do so that when I leave this body, I don't have to repent that I wish I would have used my time better? Even when we buy a small brush to clean a bottle, we try to make sure that the reviews are good, it will last long, it will give us the best value for our money. And we're spending maybe $4 or $5 on it. But for this precious human life which we have received after 8.4 million births, imagine 8.4, not even 84 births or 84,000 births or 840,000 births or 1 million, 2 million births. It is 8.4 million births. So we also, like Arjuna over here, is surrendering and asking. We should surrender to our spiritual master and ask him what, please tell me decisively how we should live our life. Because our intelligence is being pulled in all different directions today that we cannot make that decision for ourselves. And it is very, very easy for the spiritual master because they have seen. Krishna says in 4.32, surrender to a spiritual master, to a bona fide spiritual master. Serve him and ask him about the supreme truth because they have experienced this. So all of the saints, all of the Mahapurush, the sadhus, the Shastra, all of them are saying the same thing. Ki kalir doshe nidhe rajan asti eko mahan guna. Kirtanadeva Krishnasya mukta sangha paramachari. Simply chant Krishna's name. Wake up early in the morning. In 2.70 or 71, Krishna was just saying that when the yogis are awake in the night while the rest of the people are sleeping, right? What does that mean? It means wake up early at 3, 4 a.m. during the Brahma Muhurat. Krishna is saying that the yogis are awake in the night because that's when they can go deep and find their inner self. So over here, just like Arjuna is asking Krishna, we also should surrender to that spiritual master. And they will tell us decisively that wake up, chant Krishna's name, sing his bhajan, right? Listen to Hari Katha, and do some seva. Every day, remember, it is very easy to recognize that Krishna is all around us. If we go to look for Krishna, we will not find him. Krishna ko dhoondho mat, Krishna ko pehchano, because he is around us everywhere you look. In fact, right now I can tell you, Krishna meets us every day. Krishna meets Brahma only once during his one day, and Brahma's one day is 1,000 yuga cycles. Right? So Brahma has to wait billions of years for Krishna to give him darshan once. But to us, Krishna meets us every day. We just don't recognize it. This is a very simple thing. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, "I am the taste of water." So every time we're drinking water, that taste we're experiencing, that is Krishna. He's meeting us every day. We just need to learn to recognize him. But if we go looking for Krishna, Krishna, where are you? I cannot see you. And why aren't you in front of me? We will not be able to uh, understand him. Going looking and trying to understand Krishna, that how vast is Krishna? How did Krishna come into being? How did we expand from Krishna? All of this is written in the scriptures, no doubt. But it is very difficult. Do we try to go and understand like that about our parents? Oh, my father and mother said they were born here and here on this date and age, or this date and this time. Do we go and look into all of our parents or their parents of how did I get here? Right? We have that understanding. We just accept that. But about Krishna, right? The scriptures have described everything. But it is very simple. Just learn to recognize him. If you go to understand him, to do all this research and do so many things that we don't even have the time in this human birth to do all that. But if you recognize him in the small things, Krishna says, the sun and moon are my eyes. So when you're driving outside and the sun is shining in our face, wow, Krishna, I'm experiencing you through the sun. And you're walking out in the night and you see the moon shining bright. And Krishna, wow, I'm experiencing you in this moon. You are looking at me and I'm looking back at you. When you go outside and the breeze, soft breeze hits your face, Krishna, wow, this is all your breeze. Krishna says this whole creation is a spark of my beauty. One small spark. So anything beauty that you see over here, that is not Maya. If you tie that to Krishna, that is Krishna consciousness. Because you are thinking about Krishna when you see a beautiful new building, or when you drive to New York in the night and the lights are all lit up in the buildings and the skyline with these big buildings looks so beautiful. Right? Recognize that this beauty is Krishna. And then once you learn to recognize Krishna everywhere, Krishna says, always think of me in the Bhagavad Gita at the end. Right? Always think of me, become my devotee, surrender unto me, and worship me. He says these four things, and thus you will come to me without fail, Arjuna. And I promise you this because you are my very dear friend. But where does it start? It starts first by always thinking about Krishna. So if we surrender and ask our spiritual master, please tell us what is good for us, he tells us the same thing, that always think of Krishna, right? Serve Krishna, worship Krishna, bow down to Krishna, surrender unto him. Krishna said it and left it in the Bhagavad Gita that just surrender unto me. But who will make us surrender? Krishna, at least give us a way. Who will make us surrender? Because I am born over here in this Kali Yuga and no one knows about what our goal of life is. So I am here enjoying eating meat, drinking alcohol, partying. Who will make us surrender, Krishna? Who will tell us the supreme truth? And that's why Krishna sends the spiritual master. Remember, at the first moment where we see our spiritual master, a bona fide spiritual master, immediately surrender by itself arises in our heart. In our heart, surrender by itself immediately arises. So Krishna said, surrender unto me, but who will make us surrender? Our spiritual master. And without the mercy of Krishna, right, we cannot meet our spiritual master. When Krishna and Radharani shower their mercy, then the spiritual master comes looking for us. And then once we surrender onto the spiritual master, without the mercy of the spiritual master, then Krishna will not accept. Because yasya prasadad bhagavad prasado, yasya prasadad nagati kuto. But Krishna is saying that without, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has written, without the mercy of the spiritual master, we cannot receive the mercy of Krishna. So the simple goal is surrendering onto the spiritual master, right? And following their instructions. They tell us decisively, they do not think twice about it. In fact, Bapuji always says that if there was any other way that was better for me, my spiritual master would have told me. But this is the Kali Yuga, and there's no better way apart from chanting, chanting, and chanting. Let us all walk on this path and take this seriously. It's very simple. Just learn to recognize Krishna everywhere, chant his name, and always think of Krishna. And doing that, you will go back to home, back to Godhead. So with that, we will end here. Before we end, we'll chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Shri Radha Vrindavan Chandra Bihari Lal Ki Jai. Jai Gaur Hari Bol, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Hare Krishna.